Hey guys, how's it going? Michael here, and I got my buddy Maynard here with me, and he runs the band that I'm in Baltimore. He's basically the boss, and we decided that we wanted to make a course to teach you guys how to actually make money, and if you want to, make a living with your guitar.
Yeah, and this is not about selling t-shirts or CDs. I mean, we'll talk about that a little bit at the end of the course because you can make a little bit of cash doing that, but that's a really difficult road to go if you're talking about every day making some cash with your guitar. What we're talking about, 80% of this course is actually going to be about making sure that you're ready to go out and play gigs, because that is where the bulk of the money is, and that's the easiest way to make money with your guitar or your piano or whatever instrument you happen to play.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is kind of discuss, the different ways to make money, the different avenues, and how much money you can realistically expect to make. Basically, the attitude you have to be a working musician, as opposed to, trying to, be an original artist.
Because they're two very different animals, and they need to be treated as such. I mean, there's no reason why you can't have an original band and hope to get discovered and make your fortune that way. But that is a different road than, actually paying the bills on a day-to-day basis. And what we're going to discuss is some of the business aspects of it, including contracts, agents, how to deal with sneaky club owners, and they're out there. We'll touch a little bit on how to break into weddings and corporate gigs, which is where a lot of money can be found. And we're also going to talk to you about some of the specifics that we've worked out. I mean, between the two of us, we've got, 30 years of experience?
Something like that.
A lot. We've played a lot of gigs. We've played a lot of gigs together. In the last 4 or 5 years, we've probably played in the neighborhood of 200 or 300 shows.
Yeah, that's true.
And everything we're going to tell you is tested and true, and we have beat our heads against the wall many, many times, and we thought we'd save you a little aggravation and go through some of the details. I mean, for instance, how many songs do you need before you're ready to go out and play a gig? How many songs does it take to play a night? What do you need to have in terms of gear to go out and do a show? How do you get the first bit of your band put together? All of those things we're going to help ease you through so that you don't have to go through some of the frustration we did. But the two biggest questions, and I think we should answer that for people now.
Sure.
The first one is, how many songs do you need? And we can tell you that, and we'll get into the specifics of how to build a set in a little while. But my guesstimate, and this is give or take, is 50 songs for a night. So if you've got a 50-song repertoire, you can go out and do a night. Now, you should have more than that. I would guess ours is, 200, 300 songs? I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah, and it has to be pretty diverse. So the 50 that you want to start with, you want to make sure that you have something for everybody.
Right.
And we'll go through all that basic stuff. But, yeah, we have a few hundred. But, yeah, we're going to go through all that stuff in this course, and basically everything else you need to know to actually be in a working band. And if you just want to make some extra bucks or actually earn a living, we're going to go over that.
The other question, and speaking of earning a living, that people want to know is how much do you make? And the answer to that one is it really just depends. If you're a solo acoustic artist, you might make, $50 and tips when you just get started out. You could make $500 a night. If you're in a big rock band, really the sky's the limit. We know folks who are out playing for $7-8 a night with a 6 or 7 member band. So that means, if they're playing Friday and Saturday, they're making a very good living playing music. And you can do that too. It takes a little work, a little effort, and it's like any other business. You're not going to start at the top. You're going to start at the bottom, and we'll talk about all of those things.
All right, we'll see you in the rest of the course.